marketing business is like the mating game. I mean, I often allude to this, and
that might be the most autistic thing you've ever said.
What's that?
The mating game.
Mating game.
Just it's spot on, and it's true, but no one would ever call it that. But that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I know.
I think I first got it from. You can Google this as we're talking. I think it's the title of a book by Desmond Morris, an anthropologist.
I'll have a look.
I think that was him. But anyway, the mating game. I often use this analogy explicitly and also implicitly in my work. Have done for a long time, because it is essentially the same. You know, you are essentially trying to persuade someone to give you something. Well, you're trying to exchange mutual value, and this is what makes me laugh. I mean, you know, the history behind my kind of interest in seduction, and I mean romantic seduction here, not just marketing, is when I was, obviously, as an autistic person, I don't have the advantage that neurotypicals have in being able to read body language, hints. I don't know the rules of the game. I don't even know there is a game most of the time. And it wasn't until I started working as a doorman that I realized that there was almost such a thing as a paint by numbers push button process for seducing a girl. Right? Now, some people think seduction is wrong. They think it's dirty. There's something wrong with it. Well, there's a couple of things I'll say to that. The one is, it's all right for you to say that when you're neurotypical and you just do it naturally. That's great. That's what you would probably call privilege, isn't it? You know, that's what you would call privilege. Oh, I can do it. It's easy. It's cheating if you do it any other way. That's your fucking privilege speaking. You know, if you want to go down that route. But the other thing is, there's nothing wrong with it. Whether you're following the rules of a game unconsciously as neurotypicals do, or consciously as someone like me has to, it's the same game. It really is. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with it, simply because seduction done properly, and I'm talking about business here and romantic seduction, is it's not something you do to somebody. It's not like rape or assault. It's something you do with someone. We like being sold to. A woman, and indeed men too, I'm sure, but I mean, I'm only speaking it from a man's point of view because that's all I can speak of it from. They like the process of seduction if it's done properly, respectfully, and all the rest of it, because you're both getting pleasure from it, and the end result is something you both want. You know, that's how it works. It's not like you're doing something to another person and they end up in bed with you against their will. That's rape. That's wrong. That's not consensual. We're talking about a consensual exchange of value, whether that happens to be sex, whether that happens to be monetary value or barter, anything else is not the point. It's qualitatively the same. And many of the things you would use in dating or seduction, romantic seduction, is the same. Demonstration of value, showing your worth, standing your ground, being assertive, all those things, they all work. In fact, Ross Jeffries, who was probably the original dating guru, way back, probably 25 odd years ago, more. Really nice bloke. Went for dinner with him once when he was in London. He actually brought out a product which I do have somewhere called speed marketing, based on his work on romantic seduction. You know. Now the guy also spoke a lot of bollocks about NLP and stuff. I mean, it has its uses, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. But the point remains: the two processes are very, very similar, and their similarities are far greater than their differences. And what I would say is, you know, if you can chat to the girl, again, speaking from a man's point of view, it works both ways. So please, if you get offended by all this, just go fuck yourself. I'm not interested. If you can speak to the girl, if you can chat the girl up on the checkout at Asda as you're packing your bags or whatever, you can do marketing, because there's not a lot of fucking difference at all. There really isn't. Not a lot more to say on that.